up the phone.
He was considered a top welterweight.
But why?
And he fought them. They was considered a top welterweight. He was
Hold
considered
up.
a top welterweight.
Hold up. They say you didn't fight no. I don't know. They saying T's saying you ain't fight nobody in the class.
No, he ain't beat nobody.
You ain't beat nobody in what class?
Welterweight. Ask him who you beat. What up, Danny? What up?
Oh, he trying to say who you beat, Danny.
Ask him.
Well, I beat everybody at 140.
Thank you.
I thought I beat Thurman. I thought I beat Porter.
Thought.
I didn't get the decision. You feel me?
So, hey, Danny. Danny.
Those are two tough decisions. You feel me?
That's the same thing I said.
Hold up.
I didn't win those fights, no, but I did beat a lot of good fighters, though.
There you go.
I beat a lot of great fighters.
Point made. At 47, he didn't beat the guys that y'all said to make him a threat at 47. Now at 40, he was wrecking stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you can't say Errol.
Arguably, those are two fights that a lot of people thought I won.
Yeah, but you didn't get the victory. That's what we was talking about.
Are you right?
But do people get robbed in boxing?
Salute to everybody. This is your boy King Jr. Got some more boxing news for y'all. So, Terence Crawford has been hot on these YouTube boxing streets lately. Salute to Terence Crawford for getting a lot of notoriety and buzz. Salute to him. And Terence Crawford says in this interview on $1 Million Worth of Game that basically he was talking about, Danny Garcia, getting to the question of Danny Garcia. And Terence Crawford made an argument where he says that Danny Garcia hasn't really beat anybody, but I'm going to paraphrase and correct the things he said. Really what he was saying in that interview was basically saying, okay, Danny Garcia, he's a good fighter. At 140 pounds, he was wrecking everybody. He was destroying people. But Crawford says, who has you beat at 47? And Terence Crawford had a point there. He hasn't beat basically nobody. I mean, I'm surely, I don't remember if Danny Garcia beat somebody with a reasonable name at 47, but I do know the big names he hasn't beat. But Terence Crawford, you can't discredit Danny Garcia at who he fought at 147 just because he didn't beat him. And like Crawford said, you thought you won, but you didn't beat him. And I can respect that from Crawford. Crawford has his opinion. He has every right to think his own opinion. But Crawford, you have to realize this as well. I can do the same thing that you're doing to Danny Garcia. Yes, you have beaten a lot of guys. Yes, you have knocked out a lot of guys at 147 pounds. I'm never going to discredit a man from knocking somebody out, because if you knock somebody out, that's impressive to me. But you can't discredit Danny Garcia just because he hasn't beat anybody at 47. Okay, Danny Garcia, who has he fought? He has fought Sean Porter and lost. But he was a WBC champion at that time, I believe, at 47. I think it was up for grabs when he was a champion. He has fought Keith Thurman. He has lost to Keith Thurman, right? He has fought Errol Spence Jr. and lost. And Danny Garcia has fought a lot of guys at 147 pounds. Did he came with the victory? No. But Danny Garcia was about the smoke. He was about the smoke. He was about fighting the big names at 47. He was trying to get the bag. But Crawford, don't discredit the man and say he hasn't fought anybody and beat anybody at 147. Yeah, that's maybe true. But he got in the ring with him, Crawford. That's the best competition. Danny Garcia, look, a guy his style, it won't beat a Sean Porter. It won't beat a Keith Thurman. It won't beat you. It won't be an Errol Spence Jr. But you got to give the man his credit that he fought him. He tried his best. He can say that he arguably won. But you can't say that he hasn't really fought anybody. Yes, I can give you that credit. He hasn't beat a top tier guy at 47. But at least he has fought him. I can say the same thing for you, Crawford. Let's be real. Nobody didn't know who was Aegis Kavaliakis, the Green Machine. Nobody didn't know who was Hank Lundy. Nobody didn't know who was Victor Postol. Nobody didn't know who was Thomas Delorme. Nobody didn't know who was David Avanesian. Nobody didn't know these guys because those guys wasn't names. Those are European fighters. Yes, Crawford, you had some buzz. People knew who the guy after you knocked him out, but nobody didn't really know who that. So, Crawford, who has you really fought? What, y'all gonna say Sean Porter? Well, come on, people. Sean Porter been through so many wars, it's not even funny. He fought Danny Garcia. He fought Keith Thurman. He fought Adrian Bronner. He fought Errol Spence Jr. He has went through a lot of wars. Do you think that Sean Porter had a chance against Terence Crawford? Hell no. Because Terence Crawford is a fresher fighter. Terence Crawford has not been through a war where he got his rib broken and all this other stuff. Terence Crawford is a very healthy fighter, and I give him credit because he keeps his body in tip-top shape to avoid prolonged injury. I can never diss Terence Crawford for injuries because that man is a well-built machine when it comes to working your body. I give him all the credit in the world. But Terence Crawford, let's be real. Terence Crawford fans, let's be real. Do y'all really know who those people was? Do y'all really think that really gave Terence Crawford a challenge? Yes, he got dropped by those guys that we didn't know. He got dropped by them, but we didn't know who that was. Now, if you was getting dropped by Errol Spence or Sean Porter or Danny Garcia, yes, I'm like, damn, Terence Crawford really got a fight that everybody been wanting to talk about. Damn, he really got dropped by this dude. And then you knocked him out? That a name that we know that you knocked out, like an Errol Spence or Sean Porter or Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia and so on and so forth. Those names, or you could throw Adrian Bronner in there if he was fighting at the time, early in his career, if they would have matched up. I mean, come on, Crawford. Don't sit there and disrespect Danny Garcia and say he hasn't beat nobody at 47. Yes, that's true. But he fought him, man. That's the difference, Crawford. He fought him. He been through the wars. He can make up the excuse and say, yes, he didn't beat nobody. I give him that. But he fought him, Crawford. You got to do the same thing too, brother. Like, don't sit there and disrespect Danny Garcia. You seen that he called and pulled up the form. So, with that being said, y'all, look, all I'm going to say is Terence Crawford basically tells Danny Garcia he hasn't beat nobody at 47. Well, he may have not beaten a big name that we don't know, but at least it was somebody he probably beat at 47 we didn't know about, but he beat somebody at 47. Even though he didn't beat the guys that we know he couldn't beat, he fought them at the end of the day. So, this is your boy King Jr. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way in and on your way out. This is your boy King Jr. We will be back with some more boxing news for you guys. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.